Hello everybody, here I will be showing you how to actually make a good world and how to make a good pizzeria. Well, at least the steps. Name the world anything, I don't care. I'm just gonna name it tutorial. You want game mode to be creative. It can be difficult, easy, medium, hard, hardcore. Preferably not hardcore. 'Cause yeah. Allow cheats should be on for world edit. World you want super flat, generate structures off, because then you have a bunch more room. And then you're going to want to come over here to more, game rules. Don't mess with any of this until it gets to spawning. You can turn all of this off so that you don't have phantoms, not unless you place them. Mobs don't spawn. Patrols don't spawn. Wandering traders don't spawn. Wardens don't spawn. And then you can just click create new world. Okay, so I'm creating it. Right, okay, so I just spawned. So you're just gonna want to get like some wool for this. I'd recommend some like brighter colors, so like right now I grab green, blue, red for basic colors, very, very basic colors. Like, for example, you could have like the entrance like that, and then you could have like, I'm making a generally smaller build. You could have a room like that, and like back here I could do like parts and services or something like that. So entrance, main area, parts and services. Actually, I might want to go ahead and extend the main area out here so that I have room for everything I want. And I think that over here, let's just grab yellow, should be like the office. And boom, just like that, I have a small little layout. Now you can use these arrows to navigate. I would probably use Chucklin's blocks here. I am totally just recommending the heck out of these blocks, but they really are nice. Like, they got walls. They also have some decor, which is nice, very nice. If you're wondering, you usually spawn with little plushie from the mod. That's what you saw me with at the beginning. So yeah. So after that, I'm gonna come over here, finds floor. Never mind. Instead, I'm gonna go to Fastcraft blocks, and I'm gonna find some nice, good old tiles. Let's just grab some red and some no, that's a slab. Give me white. And give me slab. Wait, no, maybe not slab. So like, now I can go through and start tiling everything. But for that, World Edit has got me covered, where I can select position 1 and position 2. Oh wait, no, never mind. I've got to come over here, reselect them because they have to be a block high, and do //set FazCraft. Then you're gonna want to do over here. See what it says, like tiles and stuff. So I'm assuming, yeah, that's just FazCraft tile right there. And then it's gonna play a funny little looking trick on your eyes, because it usually does for me. And now I just got the office to do. But yeah. The reason I got some of these guys is because I wanted to go through and add a little 3, 4. Okay, I wanted to add a little indent. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's gonna look really nice, where it's just gonna lead to a little bit of a lowered floor, but instead with the red and black tiles. I mean, technically you could call this a tutorial if you wanted, but I wouldn't really. But now we've got this nice little area on the floor, and I'm gonna go to the Chucklin's decor and grab some blocks. I'm gonna grab dinner table, long, basic, so that we can add a few dinner tables. Well, they have weird hitboxes sometimes. Come on. Okay. Yeah. So instead of that dinner table, I think I'm just gonna go in, grab classic table, make a nice little table of 4, grab a chair. Why did I add it to you? Do I know? No. Do I wish I did? Yeah. Wait, do they have any boot? They do. Okay, might have to incorporate that. I definitely want to incorporate that. And now we can add some chairs like that. Just want to add this little bit because I had like an idea for it, and it looks quite nice in my opinion. And next up, we can use Chucklin's blocks for this. You can find a nice little color scheme here. I think I'm gonna take the FNaF 1 wall top, FNaF 1 wall middle, FNaF 1 wall bottom. And then I'm gonna take, I want the FNaF 1 wall tiles FNaF 2, if that makes any sense. And then you're usually gonna start with the bottom, and then the actual tiled part, and then depending on how tall you want it, personally, I think that's a little too short because I want to try to advocate for the animatronics. And now I have a giant wall that is a nice functional wall. It's gonna bug me now. That's great. That's awesome. But anyways, we can continue with a middle wall, and you know, just like that, we have a nice little wall. And then we can just continue going. Sometimes I like to put in the patterns. Sometimes I like to just go along the line. But yeah. Boom. Because I want this to be a doorway, so that I can just build around it. And then I've got the entire bottom section done. And then you just go in, fill in the rest. And yeah. I'm gonna try to add like little sections to the video if I can figure out how. My little monkey brain probably couldn't, but I will try my best. Now, there's a few things that I definitely want to cover in this video, and yeah. And now we can go with the walls. So then we can almost get this done with. Now it's starting to look like, well, an actual Five Nights at Freddy's pizzeria. Well, at least the walls are. But you're not really gonna start on the roof yet, because the only room you want to do the roof for is parts and services, or where you're gonna have the lights, not unless the lights will just always be on in your build. If they are, that's fine, but I'm just saying, I will also probably have a little way to do some redstone stuff, because I know there are definitely a few redstone things in this mod. I know that I have like redstone signals in one of these, and the redstone signals are pretty nice to have because you can do them with like no redstone and you don't have to worry about it. You might think like, why are we just like putting it on the top? Makes no sense. It's not going to be seen, because it will technically from a certain perspective, outside and if you look at the top. Now, you don't always have to make the outside look good, and I'm not exactly going to do that in this video. Okay, so now I have the ceiling done, I'm just gonna finish that up right here. Gonna come right here, and I'm going to grab a door, or not. Now I'm going to grab a door for real this time, and then, okay, I usually like to use a giant red big door, but I can't find the giant red big door. The big doors are like in this fashion. But yeah. So over here, you're gonna want to specifically, like, whatever you have assigned to parts and service, you're gonna want to specifically build the roof for it. And then you're gonna want to make a little cutout for the lights in the ceiling and on the side, because then we're gonna grab a redstone. See, look, this is the redstone link, which if I put right here, I can put two different things in it, like that. And then let me grab a redstone lamp. Right. I come up here, I place it, I put the redstone link right on top of it. Hold on. I'm gonna come back in here, because I forgot which order it was. Okay, it's blue on top. Okay, that's good to know. Or else it will not work. And then, okay. Okay, please. Then you're just gonna wanna shift, left click, and grab a power source, in this case, a lever. Excuse me? Okay. Do I need to swap around the blocks there? Lime wall. Not, I'm just gonna break it. I'm gonna make sure I know that the blue bowl goes on the blue. I'm sorry for my struggles. The blue wool goes on the blue. It should work this time. If it doesn't, I just don't know what to do. Anyways, let's please grab a lever, some redstone. There we go. Please. Nope. Okay. I want to shift left click, power on. Wait. Okay, I'm not gonna waste my time on this anymore. I'm sorry for doing this. So I'm just gonna get rid of all this, except for the redstone lamp and some redstone, because I'm just gonna make a little staircase going up. It doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be a little staircase connected with some redstone. Boom. Now I'm gonna need a lamp again. Let me grab that. And boom. Just like that. Got yourself working lights. And whenever those run off, you're going to need a repeater, because this resets the signal, or delays a redstone, or delays the redstone. Okay, what happened? Why aren't you going now? What? Eat the redstone, please. Okay, might have to... There are strong amounts of copium right now. Very strong amounts of copium. Why is this no working? You know what? That's exactly why it's not working. That's exactly why it's not working. It's not on the light. It's not on the light. But yeah. I'm gonna come over here, start tiling off. This is the FNaF 1 wall top. FNaF. No. FNaF 1. What? 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. FNaF 1. Wall. You know what? I'll just find it myself. Never mind. Why am I even trying to find it? Anyways. I'm gonna go over here. / wand. / wand. You never gave me a wand game. Oh wait, you did. Never mind. Alright. Boom. Boom. For reference, this is FNaF 1 wall top. / set. Fazcraft. No. FNaF. I need a wall top. I need a wall top, please. Wall. This top. This. Wait, is it Chucklin's? It might be Chucklin's. Chucklin's random stuff. FNaF. I feel so stupid. 1 wall top. Wall top. Boom. I did it! I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it. This is basically a way more simplified way to do it. Just place the blocks actually, or use World Edit. World Edit just speeds everything up, which is always nice to do. Boom. Now you just make some little slits here. And add one over here. Boom. Boom. Now, why did this not get filled in by me? Then I'm just gonna add a little thing right there. And now I can just continue the redstone. Right now I'm just gonna build it all and not worry about repeaters. And then I'm gonna put in repeaters wherever needed. It does not actually have to go over it. It only has to connect. That's a fun little fact. So situations like this would work. Boom. And repeater time. Boom. Boom. Just like that, all my lights in here work. And bada boom. Just like that, they're off. Just like that, they're on. That's everything technical. If you wanna like hide it somehow, because trapdoors won't work, it'll just turn on and off. I'm telling you that right now. I have tried it on a build before and that failed very, very, very miserably. Okay, so I think I want this to be like FNaF movie styled. Well, at least for like, no caps lock. At least for like animatronics and stuff. That's how I at least want it to be. So, if we come over here, we have the Fazcraft animatronics, which I don't use. And then there's Management Wanted. Freddy. There are purely just a bunch of Freddys. There's Freddy, there's Golden Freddy, Shadow Freddy, Sitting Shadow Freddy, Withered Shadow Freddy, Toy Freddy, Withered Freddy, Withered Golden Freddy, Retro Freddy, Glamrock Freddy. I didn't even know Glamrock Freddy was here. Baddington, Bag, Juniors, Rockstar, Molten, Funtime, Nightmare, Phantom, and then another Glamrock Freddy, Facility Freddy, Rewritten Freddy, Ignited Freddy, Movie Freddy, Freddy Frostbear, and Movie Shadow Freddy. I'm gonna go Movie because I want all the movie animatronics. Give me Movie Bonnie, Movie Chica, Movie Foxy. I guess I'll add this dude for fun. And I'll add Movie Shadow Freddy. Just as an FYI, I believe the Faz Wrench gets rid of these guys. But this is how they look. Movie Freddy looks really good in my opinion. Movie Bonnie, Movie Chica, Movie Foxy. Here's the Movie Shadow Freddy. He looks pretty good. And then here's the Yellow Rabbit. Yeah. It's William Afton, guys. It's William Afton. So, yeah. That's pretty much so what those are the animatronics. So I need a stage, definitely. So I think I'm just gonna grab wood stage and I think after that I'm gonna grab wood stage speaker because then I can grab deluxe stage because then I can have the actual stage sitting right here. And usually for the speaker you want it in like the middle generally. And I'm gonna put a few of these around here for good measure. Make it look really good. And then over here I'm gonna grab some clouds, a sun, so that I can add stuff around here. Boom. Boom. Yeah, and then I can also add tree and bush cutouts. Tree, bush. And they look quite nice actually. I might get rid of this one. And now I can add the main stars, Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica. I'm just gonna come over here. Freddy, I'm trying to pick you up. And then I can turn him to be over here, so he looks really good with the rest of everyone. So he looks like he's looking out into the audience, stuff like that. Then I'm gonna want a curtain. I think I'm gonna take some purple and star purple so that basically you just want to place them like randomly. My goal here is to like hide this, make it look sneaky, but if you like try looking for it, you can find it easy. Just so that it looks like it was trying to be hidden. And then you're just gonna want to add like random little stuff coming out, but not too far. Kind of like that. I definitely want to add that. That. Maybe not. I'll do that. That looks nice. So yeah, that's how you build a nice little stage. Now over here we can add cutouts. Add bunch of stuff actually. So I'm gonna grab our Freddy, our Bonnie, our Chica, and our Foxy. Which I've got a little plan for Foxy, trust me. He's not up there on stage, but he will be soon. I'm just gonna turn him a little so that I can put them like everywhere. You can be at the entrance. Not so can Bonnie. So that it looks actually really nice. Foxy though. Shadow Freddy, you get to... You are too far into the wall, my friend. Okay, you get to sit right there. That's fine. He just looks kinda... He's just here to be here, man. But yeah. And now I'm gonna add a little bit of like that so that I can make Pirate Cove. And I want to definitely do good with curtain here because I need Movie Foxy once more. Fox. Movie Foxy. Kaboom. So now I know what I got to work with. So basically you just want to make the curtains look very like 3D. Make them feel like they're actual moving things. You know, just give them texture. That's what you're just gonna want to do. Oh, I guess it turned nighttime. Oh, yo, he just reanimated. Anyways, slash time set day, my friend. I feel like that goes that way. Yeah. That looks so good. I feel like that looks really good. Now I need cutout of Foxy. Now I want the out of order sign, because when was the sky ever in order? You know, try to just put it generally around here, and I want to make it look like the curtain's trying to close on him. Yeah. That way he's still kind of like here. But yeah. Yeah. So that's how you mainly make stage, pizzeria, stuff like that. This is essentially just a giant pizzeria tutorial. Anyways, I'm gonna need a door over here. They have a bunch of doors, but I specifically like this door lever. I just like the way it looks. I don't know if the deluxe blast door works here. Come on, pick up, please. Do I need to pair them? How do pair? Do I need hand unit? Do I need hand unit to pair them? No. Okay, this is being fussy. Where the frick are the doors? I need doors, or else I can't survive the night. Are there any doors? Fazcraft? There are, but I just need to find the door. Ooh, lucky door hitbox. Boom. Just like that, you got a door. Kaboom. Yeah. Anyways, for a desk, I usually like to get the modular desk because it allows me some more freedom. And then I just get to build it just like that. Because then I can add stuff like monitor. I can add a little monitor, which then I could add the cupcake on, which, fun fact, the cupcake's name is Carl. Well, that's what everybody calls him, at least. So then I can then add a fan. I personally like the desk fan because you can actually turn it on and off, which I like. And then paper, you can just add that. No, I want crumpled. No, okay. Then we'll grab a cup. We'll grab just a little cup. Please say you can drink it, but it's not edible. That's awesome. No, it's not. Coffee cup blue. Okay, they've got placeable versions, guys. This would have been nice to know. And then we'll add an actual monitor from the surveillance package. And we'll need to go to the surveillance package, actually, so that we can get a tablet and the cameras. Because if we go over here, we're obviously going to want a camera on the Shadow Freddy animatronic, normal guys, and we're going to want a camera on Foxy, please. Please, game, Foxy. What you're going to want to do is just go around with the camera tablet and right click them. Place your working monitor and left shift, right click. Is it? Hold on. Because this brings it up and I want to connect. Please connect. Okay, okay. Offhand to tablet and right click. Okay. To offhand, you have to click F. Yay, it works. Well, I'm obviously gonna try to point this camera down. Yay. Just to prove, that's the monitor. It's the camera. That's my desk. Probably gonna add some posters. and some kids' drawings. I do like how they are mostly random. And then after the kids' drawings, you're gonna want to go ahead and, considering this is a little too big, I think I'm going to cut it back a little. And I'm just gonna get rid of that. Make it feel a little more claustrophobic. It needs to feel claustrophobic. Well, at least I think it does. Otherwise, it would just feel like you've been given a bunch of room just to run around in. You can hide. I'm gonna put in some lockers. And by the way, this balloon boy says don't power it on with redstone. I'll show what happens if you power it on with redstone. Is it not placeable on top of these ladders? Well, lever. No, Lever. If you've ever seen the original FNaF movie, jump scare warning. Yeah, this little freak of nature does that. There's a reason he's a freak of nature. But yeah, that's mainly how you make a pizzeria with a very basic plan, which is nice. And you don't have to make it look good. You really don't, on the outside at least. But final look at the pizzeria. Over here we got Foxy. Got cameras. Freak of nature. The animatronics. I would have decorated in here more, but I don't want this video to be way too long. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and goodbye.